Hey family, this is the first day where I live that has not been cloudy and it has not been gloomy, and where I can catch some fresh air and sit with Mama Gaia in nature and just be. And I decided this was the perfect day to do a solo chat and just connect with you guys. So, hey, if you're new to our channel, this is Luna and my co-host is Solera, and we have a podcast together called The Unfolding. And right now we're just doing some solo episodes until we come back with our joint episodes for the new year for you guys. So I have a lot that's been stirring in my soul and in my heart, and so I'm going to come off the cuff straight from my soul and just chat with you guys. I just want you guys to imagine that you're outside here with me and we're hanging out, sipping on your coffee or water, your tea, whatever your vibe is, and we're just having a conversation. And so, my girl Solera, man, she dropped some fire with her solo video. As you know, she traveled for the holidays to Europe, and she had a big revelation about religion and the matrix. When I say the matrix, we're talking about this world that we walk in, and about Jesus and about the truth about religion and some of the falsehoods that we have grown up with and been made to believe. So her video was on point. If you haven't seen it yet, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's on our YouTube page, so you can just find Solera's solo video there. And that was kind of like our holiday Christmas message. But I'm coming to you with a New Year message. And when I say New Year, I'm going to say New Year because I actually celebrate and set my intentions between March and April for many reasons, because I don't really follow or align with the Gregorian calendar that we all follow here in January. But needless to say, it is a new year. It's 2026, and I have a message for you. So this message, I titled it "The Year of the Fire Horse." Are you running with clarity, or are you running with chaos? And that came to me because if you've been paying attention, and I'm sure much of you in our channel here, you are unconventional and you march to the beat of your own drum, and you're probably don't fit into a lot of social circles. And so if that's you, then this is a channel for you. And you've probably noticed some signs and synchronicities in the world around us. And you may have noticed a lot of posts on Instagram and different messages about the snake, the year of the snake, and the year of the fire horse. And I wanted to give you my perspective on that and where it's been landing for me. And so, you guys, this is January. Look at the trees behind me. Do you see green leaves? No, the trees are bare. They have fallen to the ground. Everything around me is seemingly dead. The only thing shining right now is the sun. And so take note of that and set yourself at ease and understand that if you set resolutions and these big intentions and you're starting to feel like a failure already because it's the first full week of January and you haven't been meeting your goals that you set on your vision board or whatnot, hold still. Don't beat yourself up. The reason that's happening is because everything around us in nature is dead. The animals are sleeping. The earth is still resting. And so should we. And so I think we got trapped in this mentality that January 1st hits and we're working out 7 times a day. That's the goal. We're going to drink smoothies and do a big cleanse. We're going to start doing this and going there and doing that. And sometimes we put unrealistic expectations on ourselves because it's what everybody else is doing, and we drank the Kool-Aid along the way, and that's what we're doing. But babes, that's not the way. The way is to really unfold, no pun intended, but unfold. Allow yourself to rest And winter, this is wintering season. We should still be hibernating and resting and gathering up our energy, preserving our energy for the spring and summer months ahead. And so if that's you, please be at ease and know that you have all of January and you have February to slowly unfold and unravel into the goals, plans, and intentions that you have set for this new season. Okay? That's number one. So take a deep breath in and release that expectation that you placed on yourself or that others placed on you. All those quotas, deadlines. You can only do so much. So do what you can with what you have and do what you feel is your top priority. That's number one with the season that we're in. And I want to talk about the year of the snake. So, to keep it simple and to not give you guys a bunch of um, elevated words or to try to sound philosophical, the year of the snake was 2025. And so, if you follow along with ancient history or with Asian or the Chinese zodiac or the Chinese astrology, it talks about the year of the snake. And so basically, 2025 was the year of the snake that only happens every now and then. There's a big gap before that will ever happen again. I don't know the exact date of the next one, not important right now. But the year of the snake, you were living in it. Whether you know it or not, it represents something. So if you're like me and you grew up with religious trauma, maybe the snake represented evil for you or, the devil. But the snake also is a beautiful creature that I think the Most High has given to us to be an example. Everything in life, everything in nature is a lesson. Every person you meet is a lesson. And so the year of the snake was definitely a lesson. Nobody's going to come on here and not tell me that 2025 didn't try the hell out of them. So many things happened. I won't get into it, but the government, the world, natural disasters, so many people losing their jobs, so many things happening, right? And on top of that, we all have our personal shit that nobody else sees, our personal day-to-day things that happen to us, the ways that we think, the things that happen internally that we keep to ourselves. But that too is a gift. And I know that sounds harsh, but I've been through a lot in my life, a lot of dark nights of the soul. And every single dark night of the soul brought me to the point where I can talk to you today like this. So I don't despise any of my struggles. I really don't. Okay? So that being said, sorry, I have an ad popping up on my phone, but I'm not editing this video. I'm going to speak just from my heart the way it is. But yeah, 2025 was the year of the snake. And as you know, snakes shed. So my question to you is, what did you shed? And what can you still shed in this snake shedding season? Because 2025 was the year of the snake, and the year of the snake ends February 16th. So we're still in shedding season, okay? What did you shed? For me, I shed a lot of stuff. I shed over-pleasing, overextending, being nice, non-reciprocal relationships, showing up for people that don't show up for me, and not being in aligned places, whether it be work or spaces that I choose to spend my free time, and when you're not in alignment because your body feels uneasy and you just don't feel at home and you're not able to be yourself and you get fatigued and you get physically ill. So pay attention to those signs because your body's giving you an alarm that says, hey, I'm trying to get rid of this. This is not part of your new timeline, but you have to realize it and realize that this thing, this habit, this addiction, whatever it is not serving you. And if something's not serving you, it has to go. Just like the shedding of the snake. The snake can't be beautiful like it is, and it can't be shiny and have that beautiful pattern on its body without shedding its skin. Sometimes we'll see snake skin just sitting around in your yard during certain seasons of the year. So I want you guys to imagine yourselves like this. And here's my challenge to you. What do you have left to shed? What do you have left to get rid of? What's lingering? Are you showing up as your most authentic, true self? Or are you wearing a mask and showing up in an energy that pleases others? Are you playing safe because you're scared? Sit with that for a moment. If that's you, baby, it's time to shed that skin and step into the beautiful design and pattern that God has for you. The unique design that only you have as that beautiful snake, okay? So it's still shedding season until February 16th. Mark my words, this is a channeled message coming from my soul. This is not scripted, okay? And then on February 17th begins a new season in 2026. And that's a season of the fire horse. When the fire horse season comes, what do horses do? What do we think of when we think of horses? They're majestic, they're beautiful, they're noble, they run with the right pack, and they run fast at full speed. If a horse sees something and it wants something, it's going to run at full speed. Just like a bunch of stallions, it's going to run at full speed, and nothing can stop that horse, that force of motion. And so if you want to move forward, you got to give up the shit that's holding you down. That's not my quote. That's from Toni Morrison. But you need to give up the crap that's holding you down. That's shedding, okay? Letting go. Because if you don't, you're going to be running because the season's going to run with or without you. So do you want to run with clarity or do you want to run with confusion? And so what will happen is if you don't tap into this season of the snake and decide this is the time to face my shadows, to stop self-sabotaging, this is the time where I take responsibility for my own actions. Where in my life have I let my own self down? Where in my life have I treated myself like I'm unworthy? Where in my life have I played less than? Where in my life have I played a character that wasn't my own? Where in my life did I give my power away? We talked about giving our power away in one of our episodes. I think it was episode 1, so go check it out. If this is you, and I'm talking to you, and you're feeling something tingling in your body and rising up in your soul, you feel a charge in your heart, this message is for you. I'm talking to you. It's time to let go and shed the layers that no longer align and belong in your life. It's time to shed confusion and self-doubt, self-sabotage, false love, misaligned friendships and relationships. Maybe some of you are being called to pack up your bags and move to a different location. Whatever it is, follow your gut. Follow your North Compass. In your soul, you know what's right and you know what's wrong. This is the time to shed, because if you don't shed, you're going to run with baggage, and the baggage will hold you back. And nobody wants to run at full speed with chaos, because that chaos will take you out. This is a warning. That chaos will take you out. If you're running at full speed, but you're running with the energy of being burnt out and overwhelmed and overstimulated, and you haven't figured out how to rest your nervous system, and you have no rituals and no practices of self-care, then the year of the horse is going to be chaotic for you. And this is why this message is so important. You don't have to be that person. You have a choice. Everything in life begins with a choice. Everything begins here and here and here, and then it pours out. Right? Life is not always throwing things at you. You're in control of what life offers you. So I want you to start thinking about changing the narrative and reframing your thoughts. Where have you talked down about yourself? When you show up in the room, do you show up unapologetically as your weird ass unique self in all your colors and your big earrings and your hair color, whatever it is, however you express yourself? You are art. You are an expression of art. This is no longer the time to pretend and to wear armor that doesn't fit your body, to wear a mask, to show up in someone else's skin. This is your time to be you, because when you choose you, when you choose to show up as your true authentic self, that's your superpower. That's a secret. Being yourself is your superpower. There is no one else on this planet like you, like me. And once you realize that, things are going to begin to click and fall into place. How do I know this? Because I practice it in my life. I'm not perfect. I'm not above anybody. But I do work with a lot of people and different clients. I'm a somatic practitioner and a mindfulness coach. And I work with all different kinds of people. Some have diagnoses, some have struggles in their life. Some need to find how to embody and how to feel things in their body. And I was a person, guys, that was not in touch with myself and my emotions. I was raised being told that my tears do not move my father. My father told me, your tears don't move me. So put those crocodile tears back. You know, I have had a tough exterior. And so me feeling into myself, me coming with this message to tell you to be your true self, it's because I shed and I shed and I shed and I shed and I shed until I knew there wasn't much more left but to be me. And I'm still shedding. I'm still doing my own shadow work. When I say shadow work, I'm writing down things that I do that I know are not, things that you do that are not from your highest self. Write down those things that you know are not from your highest self. It's a low vibration. Limiting beliefs, whatever they are, write them down and then find out the root cause of why you do what you do. Maybe it's generational. Maybe it's just a habit. Maybe it's because of how you feel or what someone told you. Whatever it is, it's not you. Your thoughts are not you. Your thoughts are visitors, and you can choose what you give your energy to. This is the time to start making those changes. This is the time to decide, what am I going to give my energy to? Because where your attention flows, your energy goes. There's a lot going on in the world. I'm not saying I don't see it, but I'm saying you have to see yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Give yourself your own medicine. Water yourself. Because if not you, who else? How can you help the world? How can you walk in your purpose? How can you help the collective to find peace and love and kindness and to raise the vibration if you yourself don't know who you are? This is my message to you. Shed what's holding you back from being your most authentic self. Yes, I'm clapping. That's the South Florida girl in me, okay? All right, babes. So I want you guys to really think about what that is and think about how you want to run into February 17th and the rest of this year. How do you want to show up as a fire horse? What do you want to run with? Do you want to run lighter? So what's holding you back? Once you get real with yourself, the answers will start to flow. You'll start to heal. And you'll start to see things happen in your life in the most magical way. Things will begin to flow. You'll no longer have to chase. You'll just attract. That doesn't mean you don't have to work. You do have to take aligned action in order to see the things come to fruition that you're thinking about, dreaming about. But first, you have to deal with yourself. Some of you listening to me, you are going to open a business. You are going to be a speaker. You're going to have your own podcast. You're going to be on TV. You're going to write that book. You have an assignment. But your skin, your old skin, is holding you back. It's holding you back. And we need you. The world needs you. It needs your magic. It needs your magic. So what can you let go? What can you let go and shed so that you can shed that part of yourself? It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it no longer serves you. The shedding season is also a beautiful thing, not a negative thing. Nothing is really negative or positive. Everything just is. But everything does serve a purpose. Okay? And I want to run alongside you who's watching. I know you have a gift. Some of you are not tapping into your intuition. If you found this message, you know who I'm talking to. This is the time. We need you. But we need you in your full self. We need you to run with clarity and not chaos. We need you to create your art and sing your songs and do your poetry. We need you, sacred medicine woman. We need you, divine man, divine priest. We need you, millennial, young teenager, whoever you are watching, we need you at your highest level of potential in your highest self. And if you don't know what your highest self is, it's simply what you see in your mind with no limitations, with no scarcity, no money issues. Who do you see yourself to be? What do you do best? That's your highest self. You don't have to wait for the perfect conditions. You simply have to start showing up as that person. I didn't wake up out of my mom's womb and be like, I'm going to be a podcaster. That's not how it worked. But I didn't know I had a gift from very young for writing, for music, for dancing, and for speaking. And I know that I connect with people on a soul level. So Solera and I got together. We've been friends since middle school. And we said, it's time. Let's do the damn thing. You're not alone. This is a we situation. We are soul shedding, Solera and I, so we can bring you guys the best in this new season of what we have to bring on this podcast. And notice our podcast is different. You're not going to get a podcast where people come to you with channeled messages from their heart and where things are not fully scripted. It's really hard to find people with no agenda that just want to encourage you and lift you up. But that's who we are. That's who I am. That's my gift. That's what I'm here for, is to raise the vibration of the planet and to help you to see yourself more clearly from the shadows into the light, which is why my name is Luna on this podcast, because I resonate with the moon in all the phases that she goes through and what she teaches us. And I live my life by the cycles. I don't feed into the Kool-Aid. I don't drink it. I don't sip it. No, baby, I don't drink that tea. I'm still wintering. I'm still resting. I'm still taking my time. Come spring equinox, come April, that's really truly your new year for you to blossom and to run full force into what the divine has for you to do. Sorry for the airplane passing by, but hey, maybe that's a message. Maybe somebody's traveling this year. Everything to me is a message. Even the bird behind me or the squirrel. But all that being said, I know this talk landed with who was meant to land with. I don't speak to the masses. I speak to the ones who are willing to hear. And I hope that this encourages you, that this challenges you to leave behind the things that are holding you back so you don't have to keep repeating the same damn cycles and patterns over and over again in your life that are sucking your energy away from you. You can find pockets of joy. You can show up as your most authentic self. You can make money simply by being yourself. Someone watching this, you're going to be paid just by being you. Just for being you. So make that list, check it twice, have a burning intention ceremony and burn the things that no longer belong to you by February 16th. Because baby, come February 17th, we are off to the races. And we're running with intention and clarity and focus. No holding us back. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. You know that song. Anyway, that's coming to me right now. Listen to that, okay? French Montana, whoever. Look it up. Find the song. Nothing can stop us. We're going all the way up together. But we need you. So hear this message. Hear it from my heart. And now I'm going to give you guys a chance to ground your energy. So place your hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, your solar plexus. Take a deep breath in through your nostrils. Allow that air to fill and expand through your rib cage. Pause at the top and release out through pursed lips. And again, deep inhale. Fill, 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 pause, and release. Do you hear that breeze? Do you hear the wind chimes? Everything in nature is saying yes to this moment. Yes to this clarity. Yes to this message. Yes to this breath work. Yes to this moment of self-reflection. Now softly bring yourself back into your space. Open your eyes. And that's how you shift the energy within yourself and any space you're in. Simply take a breath with awareness and intention, and then see how you feel after that. Recharged, refreshed, full of light. Take those pauses. Keep wintering, my friends. Keep wintering, and I'll see you. I'll see you guys real soon. We have some awesome episodes coming to you this month, this January, from our soul. We're excited, okay? So let me know how this message landed for you. Please engage in the comments. Let's chat. Let me know if I was talking straight to you through this channel's message. Let me know your thoughts on the year of the snake, the year of the fire horse. But remember, you don't have to run with chaos. You can choose clarity. I love y'all. Peace.